I've been looking at something called WebZFS, which would be a fantastic tool if it works. It just looks really good. I'll show you what I mean. So this is WebZFS. And like I said, if it works, this will be amazing. Let's have a look at it, shall we? Okay, so this is not in the ports system. It's not a package. It is simply a case of cloning it and installing it. It has a few dependencies, so we'll go through them and have a quick look. So I am in my FreeBSD box. Let's get a terminal. Let's get nice and zoomed in. There we go. That'll do nicely, I think. Okay, so what do we need to do? So we need to install a few packages. Now, it helps to run this as root. So let's go up to root. Clear that. No. Okay, can't snap. All right, so let's clone the Git repository. Yeah, nice and easy, and CD into it. There we go. That one. Now let's make it executable. So what's next? Yes, it is. So let's do that. Now, while it's doing that, let's just go through what the dependencies are. Now, unfortunately, the dependencies are Python 3.11. It's an older version, and I think FreeBSD has just made Python 12/13 their default. So we'll have a quick look at that while we're on here. New tab. So zoom in again. For some reason Control++ doesn't work. I don't know why. There we go. Right, so let's go. Actually, that may not be up to date. No, you're right. Let's remove all of it actually, and then check it out. See, who needs to remember things when all you need to do is Google it? Okay, get out of my way. Wait. Okay, let's check out the ports tree. That'll take a few minutes, so let's have a quick look at what's happening with the build. Okay, it's doing something. It's using Rust to compile, so that's fine. Okay, let's see what's going on. 7%. Interesting. So it's actually using Python 3.13, even though it wanted 3.11. I mean, that's fine. It's found Node, npm, Rust, libsodium, and gmake. Gmake, I don't remember installing that. Anyway, so there were the required packages: Node, npm, SmartMon tools, Sanoid, Rust, and libsodium. And of course, Python. Taking a while. Everything's taking a while. There you go, cargo's running. I was hoping this would be nice and quick, but it's probably more indicative of this hardware than the actual machine been reported. Yeah, so it's a Pentium G4600T. I must upgrade this, it's ridiculous. Right, how are we doing? Still going. Resolving deltas on the ports tree. All I'm doing this for is to find out what the default is, and I could have probably done it by going, no, just, there you go. Ports. Interesting. What's that? Anyway, tree, MK, default versions, and let's find Python. Interesting. 3.11. I'm pretty sure I saw an email saying that 3.12 or 3.13 was now default. Yeah, there's no point looking in there actually. I don't know where I saw it. I did see it. Maybe I didn't. That is taking a while, isn't it? It's taking a hot minute. It's using a lot of RAM and CPU. We won't do that just yet. I'll do that in a little while. 80%. It's always something that I forget. 87. Git is really hammering it, isn't it? It'd be nice if somebody ported this, not top, obviously. WebZFS, that would be really nice, because then you could build it as your own package. Okay, it does say Python 3.11 plus. That's good. Oh, it feels a bit sluggish. Right, that's finished. So let's quickly check out default versions. It does still say 3.11. Interesting. Okay.
Cool.
So we're just waiting on that. I don't know how long that's going to take. It does say it may take a few minutes, and on this hardware that's not surprising. It also says I have mail. Okay. Well, let's sort that out while we can then, shall we? Okay. Okay. Yes, please. Yes, please. Okay, so once it's installed, let's try and run it. Cool. It's all gone a bit slow, isn't it? I'll try again. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to reboot. I hope this works because I really want to see it. Did that say it started? I think it did, but let's check dmessage. It's not there. Okay, well, there's one way to find out. It's running. Does that mean it's been entered into the rc.conf? Yes, it has. All right, okay, that's good. So we've got it running. It's, thank you. Oh, wow, it's working. Yeah, it's a bit wrong now, isn't it? All right, so what's the username and password? Oh, really? Does it actually use? Oh, it does. Well, that's quite impressive. It uses PAM, but not allowing root. Oh, that is brilliant. What is syncoid? Yeah, I can see why you need to sign in. Administrative access. These utilities provide direct access to system resources. Exercise caution. Well, yeah, of course. Wow, that's mental. That really is mental. Oh, wow. Other utilities, text editor, file browser, smart monitoring. Let's have a look at the smart data. Yeah, it's good that. Can I really do it? Oh, that's brilliant. I like this. Okay, so smart monitoring is not working for me, and I bet that's something to do with the way it's installed on FreeBSD. I've got to say, this is very useful. Very useful. This is really good. Create a snapshot. Let's actually create one, shall we? This is really good. A lot of work has gone into this. I'm really impressed by this. I don't know if it shows. So can I delete that? Well, it's not letting me actually delete that snapshot, but I'm not really sure why. But it's fine. Yeah, this is really good. This is going to be really handy for me. I just now need to figure out a way of doing it proxied through Nginx. Yeah. I wonder if middle button don't work properly on this. Yeah. Who's pulled it? It would be nice. It would be very nice if, yeah, it would be very nice if you could use it with Nginx. That would be great. I think that's the only thing it really is missing. Although standalone, that's fine. I could always leverage that if I need to. Okay, I'm happy. What do you think? Have you seen this? Is it useful to you guys? I know a lot of us seasoned FreeBSD users will use the terminal, but there are people that don't, and that is absolutely fine. Of course it is. You do what you need to do. This kind of thing is really quite helpful. Drop a comment, let me know what you think. Always happy to hear people's opinions. Yeah, let me know what you think. Drop a comment and share the video and do the whole YouTube thing. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.